Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Pharmacy Iconer. Today's topics of discussion is the flow of fluids. In this session, I will discuss about the basic concept of the flow of fluids and fluids. At first, we will discuss what is the fluids or what are the fluids. Fluids are the substances which do not permanently resist the distortion. Again I am telling, fluids are the substances which do not permanently resist the distortion. Distortion means the deformation. If we apply the shear stress, they will flow. Now, as per this definition, the liquids and gases come under the fluids. That means liquids and gases are the fluids, are the types of fluids. Types of fluids. Number one, ideal fluid. Ideal fluid. Number two, real fluid. Number three, Newtonian. Fluid. Number four, non-Newtonian fluid. Non-Newtonian fluid. Number 5, ideal plastic fluid. Ideal plastic fluid. Number 6, compressible fluid. Number 7, incompressible fluid. Incompressible fluid. Ideal fluid, real fluid, Newtonian fluid, non-Newtonian fluid, ideal plastic fluid, compressible fluid and incompressible fluids. At first we will discuss about the ideal fluids. Ideal fluids are those fluids that do not have any density. And they are incompressible. Actually, there is no such type of fluid. It is the imaginary. In reality, there is no such type of fluid. Next is the real fluid. Real fluids are fluids that has the density. So all the fluids comes under the real fluid because all fluids have the density. Newtonian fluid. Next, the Newtonian fluid. Fluids are the fluids which obey the Newtonian law of viscosity. Newtonian law of viscosity. What is the Newtonian law of viscosity? Tau is equal to mu du by dy. It is the Newtonian law of viscosity. Tau is the shear stress, mu is the viscosity, and du dy by the rate of shear deformation. So those fluids which obey the Newtonian law of viscosity, they are called the Newtonian fluid, and those fluids which do not obey the Newtonian law of the viscosity, it is called the non-Newtonian fluid. Again, non-Newtonian fluids are different types. Number 1, Bingham. Number 2, pseudoplastic. Number 3, dilatant. Bingham example, gel and gellage. Pseudoplastic, blood is the pseudoplastic, and dilatant, starch suspension. Next, ideal plastic fluid. Ideal plastic fluid are those fluid where shear stress is proportional to the velocity gradient. This type of fluid called the ideal plastic fluid. Next, compressible fluid. Compressible fluids are those fluid if we change the pressure, external force, then their density will be changed. This type of fluid is called the compressible fluid. And incompressible fluid, where the density is not changed with the application of the external force, that is pressure. This type of fluid called the incompressible fluid. Types of flow. Number 1, steady and unsteady flow. Number 2, uniform and non-uniform flow. Number 3, laminar and turbulent flow. Number 4, compressible and incompressible flow. 5, rotational and irrotational flow. Number 6, 1, 2, 3 dimensional flow. There are these 6 types of flow. Now we will discuss one by one steady and unsteady flow. What is the steady flow? In this type of flow, the fluid properties like velocity, density, pressure is not changed with the time. That means in this type of flow, the velocity, density, pressure and temperature also will not be changed. Suppose the fluid is flowing, what will be this point 1A, point 1, what will be the velocity at point 1, then at point 2 it will be the same. This type of flow is called the steady flow. And unsteady flow, when these properties of the fluid is changed with that time, then it is called the unsteady flow. Next, second, uniform and non-uniform. Uniform means when fluid is flowing through a pipe, then its velocity will be uniform. Velocity will not be changed with the respect of space. That is, what will the velocity at point 1, it will at the point 2, it will be the same velocity. That is called the uniform. That means uniformly it is flowing. And non-uniform, when velocity changes with the time and space. Next is the laminar flow. Third is the laminar flow. Laminar flow and turbulent flow is very, very important. Later on we will discuss in detail. Laminar flow means, suppose a fluid is flowing through a pipe. Here the fluid particle or the layers is flowing in a straight way. There is no mixing, lateral mixing or mixing of the particles. As we know, fluid is a layer of different layer of the substance. So here all the layers moving individually. There is no lateral mixing. It is all the layers moving in a straight way. This type of flow is called the laminar flow. Here Reynolds number is less than 2000, less than the 2000. And what is the turbulent flow? In case of the turbulent flow, all the fluid particles mix with each other like that, and all the layers and all the particles mix with each other. This type of flow is called the turbulent flow. Here Reynolds number is above the 4000. Reynolds number will be the above 4000. So in between 2000 and 4000 there will be the transition flow. Next, compressible flow. Compressible and incompressible flow. In this type of flow, the density will be changed during the flowing of the fluid. When it is flowing, its density will be changed with the time or with the space. Incompressible fluid, in this type of flow, there will be no change of the density with the application of the pressure. Rotational and irrotational. In first rotational, in this type of flow, the liquid is moving forward, at the same time it rotates on its own axis. It rotates on its own axis. This type of flow called the rotational flow. And irrotational flow means it will not rotate on its own axis, it will go straight away. Next, number 6, 1, 2, 3 dimensional flow. You know, this is the x axis, this is the y axis, and this is the z axis. When the fluid flows in one coordinate, then it is called the one dimensional flow. If the fluid is flowing with the two coordinate, then it is called the two dimensional. When it flows the three coordinates at the same time, it is called the three dimensional flow. Next we will discuss about the fluid mechanics. fluid mechanics. Fluid mechanics. Fluid mechanics are the two types. Number one, fluid statics. Number two, fluid dynamics. What is fluid statics? Here, fluid statics deals with the fluid when it is in rest. Fluid is in rest. There is no shear stress. Shear stress is the zero. That simple meaning is that when it is not flowing. And fluid dynamics deals with the fluid when it is flowing. When it is flowing. So here fluid is static condition, here fluid is the in flowing condition or fluid is in motion. First we will see fluid statics. What is the fluid statics? Suppose some fluids in a container. So fluids in a container. Now, if there is a two opening, you will see that at the lower opening, the velocity of the fluid will be more than the upper opening, like that. Why? As because at the lower position, the pressure is more. Suppose this is the A point A. It is a point B. So at point B, the pressure will be more than the point A. Now, if we consider this is the H, from the surface is the height H, what will be the pressure at point A? Here we will not considering the radius or diameter of the vessel. Now, what will the pressure at point A? Pressure at point A is equal to rho g h. Rho is the density of the fluid, g is the acceleration due to gravity, and a is the height from the surface. It is the height of the liquid. So the pressure at point A will be rho g h. If some pressure is applied on the surface like P1, what will be the total pressure? Total pressure will be P1 plus rho g h. This theory will apply in case of the manometer. Next class we will discuss about the manometers. So what will the pressure at point A? Pressure applied externally P1 plus the pressure of this height of the liquid, that is the P1 plus rho g h. So for the today's session this much. We will discuss the manometer in the next class. Thank you for watching. Thank you.